This video is sponsored by EA. What's going on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we are back on Command & Conquer Rivals. In case you guys are unaware, Command & Conquer Rivals is the real-time strategy game produced by EA's Redwood Studios. It's available now globally, and you can download it by the link in the description. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit more advanced strategy and understanding your units. What units do what units counter other units, and kind of how to identify what your opponents are playing and what strategies they might be using. So before we hop into any kind of battles, we're just going to kind of quickly go over some of the units I have in this deck. So for instance, we have our Shockwave Troopers, and these guys I love throwing out against infantry units, especially stuff like missile squads. You'll see missile squads a lot to counter vehicles in air, but the Shockwave units do a great job of countering those missile units, and they also do a good job taking down buildings. We also have some vehicle units in here. Now, the Rhino right here is really good for taking out infantry units and air units, however, is not very strong against vehicles. So you got to kind of be aware of that, especially with missile squads. Yes, they're strong. The Rhino is strong against infantry units, but that missile squad is also going to be strong against the Rhino. So kind of balances out there, and you need to be aware of it. We have a Pitbull, which is great at taking out vehicles. I love having this thing, especially if your opponent's running some heavier vehicles. The Pitbull is going to be really good in there. And then in this deck, I like running some really heavier vehicles. The Wolverine and the Zone Trooper right here. These guys are going to be kind of my beef, my muscle of the deck. The Wolverine's going to be able to go in there, take out pretty much any infantry units, even missile units, and be able to withstand them, and also target air units so that they could get taken out. And then our Zone Troopers are just absolute beasts, taking down any kind of vehicles. They do tons of damage, and they are super effective. So we're going to go ahead, hop into some battles, kind of talk about what our opponents are playing, and hopefully help you guys understand what each of these units are doing. All right, guys, so with this deck, I like to kind of start off with some infantry units and sometimes even a Rhino, just to kind of get a feel for how our opponent's going to play and kind of react to what our opponent's doing. So we're going to start off, we're going to get some Shockwave units going, and then we'll kind of see what our opponent is doing here. It's also, sometimes I'll start off with a Rhino depending on how aggressive I'm being, but I like the Shockwave units because they generally do pretty well. A lot of people are going to start with either Shockwave units or missile squads themselves. So let's, we're going to go ahead and get our Rhino going here, and we're going to kind of just go be nosy just a little bit here. All right, so you see they got some missile squads going. They got some shockwaves here, so we could take out these shockwaves, and then we can kind of come over here, and we could take that out. Now we're going to retreat this Rhino because it's getting absolutely destroyed. We didn't get it out there in time, and we're going to send this Rhino right up here to help these guys out. Because remember, Rhinos are strong against infantry units, but we do need to watch out because those missile squads are going to kind of hurt. So let's get these shockwaves. Let's go heal right over here. And that should be pretty good. Now we do have some missile squads coming into us. That's going to be a little bit rough. Crap, I need to counter. All right, that's not good. All right, let's stick with it. No need to panic yet, guys. We're going to be a little bit behind, but we are fine. Do we get that missile off? We do get the missile off, which is actually pretty huge. I'm going to go ahead and throw this Rhino down here. So let's go ahead and put this Rhino right up here. I think it'll actually be enough to kind of do well for us. Let's put that Rhino there to heal. All right, so we see that they have a Wolverine out, so we need to counter that Wolverine with some vehicles here. So again, our Pitbull, I forgot what it was called there. Our Pitbull is going to counter the Wolverine pretty well. And while that's going, I want to get our tech lab up. That way we could start getting some of our own Wolverines and Zone Troopers out here. So let's, I really want to get those Zone Troopers. And since we're producing Tiberium pretty quickly, we're going to go ahead and do that because these guys are actually really, really strong. And then we're actually going to go ahead and get them to be able to be healed. Check out how strong those guys are. Oh yeah, they're just going to absolutely wreck through there. They also have a little bit of healing themselves. Let's go ahead and get a Wolverine. Those Wolverines are dirty, man. The Wolverines have such a high rate of fire. You got to be careful with them. All right, Wolverine's going to take out the other Wolverine, and then it's going to basically go down. All right, let's see if we can take out their Zone Troopers. We're in a little bit of a pickle here, guys. A little bit of a pickle. Let's get some healing on here. We'll get this Wolverine in here. And we're just going to spam Wolverines, basically. Alright, let's get that going up here. And hopefully we can take out these zone troopers, because these zone troopers are really giving us fits here, guys. Alright. Get them down. Alright, we're just going to go with our own zone troopers here. This one's a little bit rough. That's not working out for us. Alright, so they launched a nuke on us, but that's not the end of the world. We are still fine. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Go over... Oops, wrong button. Right over here. Ooh. Alright, we'll take that down. And we are just staying alive here, guys. This is rough. This is rough. Let's get another zone trooper going right up here. Zone trooper here. Alright, let's actually let's put our pit bull there. Get our pit bull ready. And then we'll get more zone troopers going. We need to take their harvesters down. Their harvesters are really giving us fits. Alright, let's see if we can take these zone troopers down. Alright, we don't have enough Tiberium yet. Alright, we're going to put our Wolverine over here. Oh man, this is rough, guys. This is rough. Alright, we're going to put our Wolverine right in there to fight that. And we're just going to kind of switch where we're going. We're going to come over here to take these guys out. Alright, this is working out for us a little bit. Working out a little bit better. There we go. We'll take the nuke. So we had to switch what we were doing there. It was a little bit sloppy, but we'll end up with the win. But you can kind of see us trying to counter as best I could there. It's tough thinking on your feet, especially when you get those Wolverines and Zone Troopers going, and it kind of becomes like a mech showdown there. So that was a little bit of a rough one. All right, guys, so we're going against Nod this time, which this is going to be a little bit tougher. I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with our Rhino to start. We're going to kind of be aggressive with our Rhino. It's going to give us a little bit more mobility around the map. So we're going to let that go right there, and we'll start capturing here, and then we'll get our barracks going up, and then kind of go from there. Actually, we might be able to get our second harvester going right away. Kind of just be aggressive in that way. Let's do that. Let's get our second harvester going, which our opponent might be doing as well. All right, so they got vehicles right there. We see that, so we're probably going to want to get some missile squads going. And let's do just that. Get our missile squads rolling up in here. They're attacking our harvesters, but our missile squads should be able to help us out a little bit. We'll heal here. We're going to go right over here with this. Oh, man. Pitbull, get in there. Get in there. All right, let's get that harvester back out. He's running from us, so that's good. We just got to keep up with all that action. Let's see if we can see if they have any harvesters over here. We'll back up this pit bull. All right, let's see if that's going to work out for us. It might. It might not. All right, so we're going to go more of the same here. Take these guys out. And really, I just want to get some Wolverines going. That's all right that they got the first nuke off. That's not a big deal. Not the end of the world. Because really, we want to get our Wolverines going in here. Once we get these Wolverines going in here, we're going to be able to really do some work with that rate of fire. We should be fine. There we go. We'll get one Wolverine in. And then here comes the second one. Nice. That's going to be good. Let's get some shockwaves going. Let's get our shockwaves down here. More shockwaves. And then we're going to go over here and capture this. So you can see we're trying to just kind of outplay. Oh, man, that worm thing is really annoying. All right, that's not the end of the world. But it certainly isn't the best thing for us. All right, let's get our zone troopers in here. All right, we definitely need to win. Here, let's move this over here. Put this here. We're in a little bit of a tough spot here, guys. All right, there. We got the nuke. So you see how, even though we were losing a little bit there, we went ahead and moved it, or put ourselves in a position to take the nuke and send it at our enemy. Sorry guys, trying to focus here so we don't lose. Oh, those rock worms, I think they're tough, man. They are absolutely tough. I wanted to take their harvester out. That's a nice strategy to slow down your opponents at any time, is just to take out their harvester. Let's go ahead and throw a rhino over here. That way we have a little bit more mobility. Okay, look, they're getting harvesters going, so we are fine. Let's get these guys right up here. And we should be absolutely in control right now, guys. We'll go ahead and heal again. See, they don't really have as much Tiberium as we do because we are harassing their harvesters there. So it was a little bit of a rough one here, but we will get that victory. Oh, those zone troopers are nasty, man. Absolutely nasty. Good victory there, just countering basically everything they threw in there. Hopefully that kind of helps you understand things a little bit from like what I'm doing and help you understand where we're coming from a strategy standpoint. Hopefully I did a good job kind of explaining that as I was playing. Let's go ahead and rush this crate for you guys, open it with some diamonds, see what we get. Nothing great in there, and then we'll order a new crate. But hopefully this video has been helpful for you guys, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying Command & Conquer Rivals. I know I have. It's been a fun game. Let's go ahead and open this one as well. A little bit of something different. The real-time strategy aspect is really, really awesome. And we'll go ahead and order another one. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. Keep on Clash Bashing.